Another thing you might want to add in when you are making hyperdocs or a class app, or some people call it a class hub, is a table to kind of help keep your information organized. So again, I'm going to show you how to do this either in Google Docs or in Google Slides, whichever way you prefer. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I prefer for my stuff to be centered, is I'm going to go up here to my alignment and go ahead and align this to the center. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to choose insert and tell it I want to insert a table. And you can just kind of drag. I'm not clicking and dragging. I'm just dragging until it's about the size I want it to be. Okay. Don't forget, if you're going to want headings for columns or rows, don't forget to account for those. When you are putting your table in, it's not the end of the world. If you need to go back and add more at the end, I'll show you how to do that too. But it's just, it's easier to get it all in the first time. Okay, so I am also going to select the entire table by doing Control A. And I'm just going to tell it to go ahead and center align everything in there. So maybe this will be homework. Maybe this will be classwork. Maybe this will be extra credit. Okay, so this would be a format more for like a class app rather than for a hyperdoc, but I'm just going to show you how it works anyways. Okay, so let's say homework for the week of March 1st through the 7th, classwork. We'll say this is March, I don't know, we'll say March 1st through 3rd. I'm just picking random dates, and extra credit for the 3rd grading period. Okay. But let's say I've realized, okay, I don't actually need all of these cells that I have on here. So what I can do is I can, if I want to get rid of this bottom row, go through and select it. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say to delete the row. If after I've made my table, I realize, well, that actually wasn't quite large enough and I need some more, I'm going to pick any of these cells. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say I want to maybe insert a row below. You can see I have lots of options here. Okay, I can add as much as I need. It works pretty much the same way if you're doing this in slides. So I'm going to come back over to slides. You don't have to get rid of these text boxes. If your text boxes are empty, they don't display when you are showing your final product. But for me personally, they get in the way. So I don't know if you saw what I did there. I clicked on the box with the 4 arrows. I'm going to hit backspace. Same thing down here. So now it's clear for me to insert a table. So I'll go to insert, same as before, a table. Select the size of my table and it'll put it in there. Okay. This is a little easier to adjust if you need to in slides than it is in docs. You can see I've got some handles on the side that I'm just using to drag this. And that is how you would put in a table for slides and for docs. Next thing I'm going to do is show you how to add in an image. So adding in text is pretty simple. You just type your information in. Okay. Adding in images can be a little trickier. So not in this video, but in another one, I'm going to show you how to add in some screenshots of things you've taken. I'm just going to do a basic, here's how you put in an image. I'll go ahead and warn you, personally, I think this works better when you are doing it on slides. I use slides for anything, just about anything interactive that I do with my students now, but you can do it in docs as well. So I'm going to come to insert. I'm going to tell it I want to insert an image. So you can see I've got lots of options here. If I already know I have the image saved to my computer, I'm going to say I want to upload it from the computer. If I know I don't have anything, I was just hoping for something good to find from Google itself, I'm going to tell it to search the web. If I know I have something in my Google Drive, I'll choose that. And you can see you've got the option for Google Photos by URL. This is the actual camera on my device. I'm working on a Chromebook right now. So if I were to choose this, it would let me take a picture with the camera on my Chromebook. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to tell it just to search the web. And I'm going to search for an image that I can put in here. When I find the one I want, I'm going to double click it. And you'll see it's there. Okay. If I want to adjust it, I'm going to go with the handles on the sides, and I can adjust the size. If I want to get rid of it, I just click on it and I press delete. Works the same way in slides. So I'm going to go to insert, or I can use this icon here, either way. And I'm going to tell it I want to put it, I'm going to tell it I want to insert an image. For this one, I'm going to tell it to search the web as well. Let's see, ducks are cute. All right, so when I find the duck picture I want, I'm going to double click it. And there it is. There are my images. And again, I can adjust these. I can move them to wherever I want them to be. If I'm working with students or designing something for students who are not strong readers, I personally do a lot more image-based things than I do text-based things.